told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And Davis with it left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This give is to McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Chris Jones on the stop.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On first down, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On first down, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
No sign of a slowdown from McCoy in his age 30 season. This is 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hut.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Mahomes to throw once more. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for the Bills. 43 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Locke. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a first down throw. Locke. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A toss play to Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. I took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. Williams now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. To throw on second down is Luck. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ace!
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Ace! Ace! Z! Slow!
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Williams to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Go.
Off of play action, Luck. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On second down, here's Luck. And Davis with it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Play action, it's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
That's it, baby.
Mahomes to throw on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Hunt. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Williams now on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got his target. That's more. A good pickup there, a 22.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On 1st and 10, Luck. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by David Anderson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's up and good. Butker now to kick this one away. Williams to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is Love. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Love. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Love. And this is caught. He hits more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Love. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a play fake, and it's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. A good pickup there at 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now McCoy. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.